Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot.
Dollar DVLC Productions.
To get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the team?
Let's get this on. Let's do it.
Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. BoxingVoice.com. To get to where I got to. BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Saturday morning spontaneous edition of TBV. Today is fight day, but before the big fights, we wanted to talk some breaking news, but it is a rumor at this point. Now, it's a rumor that's coming from a reporter, Barboza. Let me make sure it's Alex Barboza, but I know him by Twitter on Barboza Box, and he has given us some good news here on behalf of Turki Alalshikh and Terence Crawford and what could be coming. It's a two-parter now. 2 days ago, I noticed this other tweet, and we let it be, but now he's doubled down and added to that. So I do want to screen share this and, just show you who he is and what we're talking about, right? So if you're following us, come on over, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. So here is the tweet in question, and this is Barboza Box. As you can see, boxing analyst and scorecard at ESPN Knockout, and he is a Hispanic journalist, and look at all that he has to say here. Looking forward to His Excellency's Turki Alalshikh's first U.S. invasion with Crawford. We all know Bud Fundora ain't happening. Not for nothing, Earl was on the ring last Saturday after the fight. I like Crawford versus Bokachek in L.A. or Vegas for the vacant WBC 154-pound. Wishfully thinking. Then he comes back, quote tweets himself yesterday, because this first tweet that we read was April 4th. He comes back and tweets himself and says, "It's great. Terence Crawford has Saudi support. He is definitely the number 2 or the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Israil Madrimov emerging as front-runner rival for his debut at 154. Solid matchup." Now, Israil is your current WBA 154-pound champion. And he's definitely got some experience. He has a rumored 475, and what can officially be tallied up is over 300 amateur bouts. He is your current WBA 154-pound champion, and he did defeat Karabanov to win that belt, who beat Liam Smith in a good fight. So this is a decent matchup, and it's a great way for Crawford to, test the waters at 54 with a tough, highly skilled vet because of all the amateur background that he has. Israil definitely can pose some threats. He's a big fighter, and he's also aggressive, so he might fall into the traps of Crawford and end up being stopped. He's younger than Crawford by 7 years. He's 29 years old. He's not defended this belt, and Magomed Karabanov would be the biggest name on his resume. He did suffer a technical decision draw due to Soro getting the cut, so the fight with Soro wasn't able to go down as a win or a loss. But at the moment, Karabanov definitely the best opponent till date, which was a decent opponent because, Karabanov himself was 29, 28, right in the same age bracket with Israil. And, he was able to come out on top. I actually picked Magomed. We, had some history here. We've interviewed him quite a few times. So, I just felt inclined to roll with my guy. He got obviously stopped in the 5th. Now, they have Madrimov listed at 5'8.5", orthodox fighter out of Uzbekistan. Again, he would be getting in with Terence Crawford, which is going to be, the biggest name on his resume, and probably, definitely the toughest opposition. I don't know what Madrimov can do other than really be a bully. He is aggressive, kind of do what gave Kavalaskis some success, right? Kavalaskis had some success with Crawford trying to be a bully until Crawford, figured him out. But it is like, the reporter, Barboza Box says, right? It's good to see that Terence Crawford has Saudi support, right? It's good to see that he is able to do something without the PBC, and we don't have to feel like he is being blocked in any way. So I like this. Hopefully we can get an announcement and a date. Crawford's been out the ring. We're about 3 months away from him being out the ring a full year. So, the sooner the better for me in terms of announcing this rumored fight and starting to promote it. Again, it's Turki Alalshikh's U.S. invasion, so does Crawford get to have this fight in his hometown? Does he take Israil to Omaha? And Masvidal is with Matchroom, who deals with Alalshikh. So it sounds like this is more than a rumor, right? Obviously, Barboza isn't saying rumor. He's putting it out there like he knows for a fact there's support from Saudi for Crawford, and he knows for a fact that Alalshikh wants to do a U.S. invasion with Crawford. No one's contesting it. I'm gonna definitely report on it and hope for the best. Not a bad fight, like I said, for Crawford. Not a bad fight for him to get in the mix and make sure that these guys cannot avoid him. But if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. We're at 5,933,000 subscribers. So we need about 100 more people to just go ahead and subscribe and get us to the next goal of 205,000 to round that right up. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. You can use Twitter or Discord to call into the show. I'll get those links prepared for you and post them and pin them as well here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where I hope you've already subscribed. You know, we can't grow without your help, you know, and we won't get them big interviews without them numbers. So best thing to do is tell a friend to subscribe. We're going out to Cliff in Connecticut. First caller of the day. What is up?
Yo, I just got in this motherfucker. Who is this guy Crawford's fighting?
The possibility of Israil Madrimov, who just fought Magdomed Karabanov for the vacant WBA. He now has that strap.
Why don't am I too
154.
casual? Wow, I don't remember him.
Yeah,
And this be-
you would have to have, you know, seek this guy out. He fought Eric Walker from Contender. Obviously, he fought Karabanov, who had the big win over Liam Smith, former champ. And he had the draw with Michael Soto. You know, none of those
Yeah, I heard
fights
enough.
are like fights that you would have heard about unless you're a hardcore.
Yeah, I heard enough. And since I've been watching this, y'all, this is my second year. I watch every fight that we watch as a community. Like today, I'm gonna watch all the fights. I want to watch Sky Nichols. I'm gonna watch Hitchens. I'm gonna watch Pacheco. I watch all the fights, and I don't know these names. And this is Crawford. So no, I don't. I don't even know the guy. So I don't like it. I would rather see him fight, obviously a big name. But I feel like the 54 division is one of the slept on divisions right now. Since you got Bud and Spence moving into that division, and I don't know what's going on with Charlo, but if he somehow pops back up, that division's deep. There's a lot of talent. You got like Jose Ramos, you got Lubin. You obviously seen what just happened with Fondora. You seen the fight with um um the dude the damn, the dude who knocked Fondora out had a good fight with a new fighter that I just met on the PBC card. That dude, that's from the country
Sergey
where Loma and them
Bukacek?
is from.
Sergey
Yeah,
Bukacek?
he looked like he could do some things.
Yeah.
So that's a division that's full of talent, and it's a slept on division. So I don't see why he's fighting someone that I don't even fucking know. Maybe that just goes for me not being like hardcore enough. But
What's happening is that he's the champion in the division below, so you know he's getting a shot at the champion above. You just don't know him because the current champion in Charlo went recess, so the belt went vacant, and you know, two
and
top contenders fought for it. So you know, that's the
the
only
Turk
reason.
wants this shit.
But well, the Turk wants Crawford. That's the reports from Barboza Box that the Turk wants Crawford, and it's gonna be in the U.S. So that's really, you know,
That's new.
showing
That's
that you
different.
love Crawford. I love it because
And
if
the
he could,
Turk in the U.S. That's crazy.
I
That's
know
dope.
that's huge, you know, and if y'all could put on a decent show, you know, maybe Bud does get him a Canelo.
Whoa, that's where we going with that.
I don't.
After that
I
is
mean,
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
if he told Benavidez that it's not practical for you to fight him, then it must be practical for Bud to fight him. I'm just saying.
But oh yeah, I mean, you could think of it like that. But didn't he say he didn't want Canelo or something? Or I'm misinterpreting that. I kind of felt like he told Benavidez, "Fuck Canelo, I'll fight both of you. You can fight better Bivol or Bivol." But I felt like he kind of threw Canelo under the bus when he gave him those the two fighters to choose from. Or did it not come? That's not how he served it up. That's not how he said it.
I don't. You know, I just feel like he had other plans for him. Not that he threw anybody under the bus. More like he had other plans for David. Just like I feel like there could be other plans for Canelo. there was a caller that said that the practical was more about weight. I think that was our producer. So again, with that mindset, if the practicality of it is about weight, then maybe he's getting Bud ready for the same sized Canelo.
All right. Well, we'll see where this shit goes. I mean, I would love to see Bud fight Canelo, but see Bud fight anybody is a good thing. So I'm with it. I just don't know the dude. So I'll probably get to know him. Never know. He might give him a good fight.
Nah, totally with you, man. I mean, he's definitely an aggressive fighter, so we should see, Bud at least tested. He's got good footwork. He moves a lot, so we should see Bud tested 1 or 2 rounds. But Bud is in another level, right? So
1 or 2 rounds. Oh shit. Yeah, that don't sound right. It sounds like this
yeah,
a tune-up.
like in the sense that Bud's gonna have to figure him out, right? Like,
Okay. He's gonna be competitive for 1 or 2 rounds. I thought you
yeah,
meant Bud should get him out of there in 1 or 2 rounds. All right,
nah,
I get what you're saying. All right.
yeah, man.
It makes
But
sense. All
all
right
right,
then.
champ, let me know. Same thing on Discord. Let me know if we rocking out, if the sound is working properly. I know someone had said it wasn't. So we got Brandon. What's up on Twitter?
Hello?
Yes, what up?
What up next? This is a really great topic to talk about. Thanks for having me on to speak about it. So obviously right now, Crawford is a hot commodity. He's probably the hottest commodity out of all the boxers, possibly second to Canelo. Canelo is obviously number one, or in terms of monetary value, in terms of the notoriety across the country, like in terms of everybody knows in Mexico, United States, even across the world. A lot of people know who Canelo is. He's really popular in different countries and across the continent. And so, with that being said, he's essentially the hottest commodity right now in boxing. I got to admit, Canelo Alvarez. Anybody would be lucky to book a fight with him, or like to promote him. He has a good promoting company, um, and he has a great history of his boxing record as well. So he is the best of both worlds on that, no doubt about it. But second to Canelo is Crawford. I mean, I don't see anybody else who's reaching for that top spot to try to, be on that supreme level of dominance that many people are trying to reach right now. Some of them are making it, some of them aren't making it, but Crawford's trying to reach it. So, if Turki Alalshikh wants him to, you know, to fight in the U.S. and do some promotions and make it a TV special and have you have like millions, possibly thousands or millions of people watching. I don't know how many people actually watch it, but that's it would be amazing. Making this a very worldwide event and attracting so many new audiences, if possible. And to be honest, when he announced that he was going to be fighting Fundora, I was like, come on, like, isn't there a better option? Like, isn't there a better option to fight another person to fight rather than Fundora? But if he fights Fundora, that's still a good option. But if he fights this other guy, whoever Madrimov, I don't know who he is necessarily, but he sounds, as long as he can make a great, fight and take some jabs at Crawford, maybe even win rounds, and he's a challenging opponent. Hey, that's good enough for me. I don't need to see really a mega battle between Fundora and Crawford. It can really be anybody, and as long as Crawford puts on a show, he can probably sell a lot of pay-per-views as well. He's kind of like Devin Haney. Like I'm gonna buy his pay-per-view with Ryan Garcia too. So in that case, they're popular. They're popular fighters. These new fighters that are coming up too. They're starting to become more popular, having a social media presence and so on and so
All
forth,
right,
and they're
champ.
just getting more money.
If you want to call in, the link is pinned right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And we have our Discord and Twitter spaces available. We're going out to Rocky on Discord, what is up?
Buenos dias, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
What up to TVV, Ness? Just tapping in with you guys, man. On this fight, Ness, this is a dangerous fight for Bud, man. Masvidal, he uses his jab very well, and he jabs to the body and the head. He got a beautiful overhand right, and the dude is physically strong as hell. I think that this is a dangerous fight, and people not realizing it. Uh, Bud gets hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we forgetting. The Mean Machine fight could look like this fight if this fight happens. It could be a issue where Bud is gonna take some time to figure this guy out. I still favor Bud, but it's a good fight, man. And that's pretty much all I got, Ness. Shout out to you and TBV, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it could be like Kavalaskas. You know, like he'll have some success like Kavalaskas did. Because I don't agree with you. I guess I got to watch more fights. I watched the biggest fights that he's had. But maybe I got to watch more. I feel like he keeps his hands down. Yeah, he doesn't use his jab. I mean, I didn't see that in the Eric Walker fight. Maybe you talking the Mazradov Karabanov fight, which I
Yeah,
did watch, but I guess I gotta rewatch to like I don't know.
that one, and then I can't remember the gentleman's name. It was a black dude that he fought on the zone. I think Soro, something like that,
I mean,
and
if
he was using his.
it can't be Zorro, because Zorro was a 3-round fight.
Nah, but he was using his jab in that fight, lovely to set shit up, and like I said, throwing it to the body and to the head. He does keep his lead hand down, so Crawford can't catch him with some shit. But is Crawford power the same at 154? We got to figure that out too. Because I'm not saying the dude is not going to eat shots, but I think he's going to be there, landing his own shit. And doesn't he have good amateur pedigree? The guy, Israel?
Hell yeah, bro. They're saying it could be 475. There's only 335 officially recorded, but he claims 475.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, but that's also wear and tear, right? Like, that means he's got a whole career. He is younger than Crawford by like 7 years, though, so.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think it's a sleeper. I think it's one of those fights where when it happens, you're like, damn, how did this guy give Crawford such a good matchup? And it's just like we just didn't see this guy much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I appreciate you taking my call, Ness. You already.
Nah, you already know. I don't know about. Yeah, I think we'll appreciate that he'll give him a better fight than we expected. But it's like I said, I think it's gonna take two, and I'm gonna give him, Crawford, Floyd level. I'm gonna say it takes him two, maybe 4 rounds, at most to figure him out. Again, this dude's not been on my radar like that. I watched him when he fought the Soto fight. He got the stoppage in the first one. They rematch ended. The Walker fight we watched. He wasn't able to stop Eric Walker, who was 37 years old at the time, and most known for being in the Contender. And obviously his last fight, with the Russian Karabanov, who we knew. Outside of that, I don't remember the Vladimir Hernandez fight, which he debuted. So he's definitely shown, cojones to debut with Vladimir, who is an upset specialist. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that got the upset over Truck and a couple other guys. So we'll see, man. Two to 4 rounds, man. He can't be 4 is a lot too, man. I feel like 2 to 3 rounds, Crawford figures him out. 2 to 3 rounds is the most he'll win. Still a good fight, though. You know, I'm not diminishing in any way. I'm just saying I think that highly of Bud. Huang, you're on the line. This dude gets fat with his punches, as my man Teddy Atlas would say as well, you know. So now look, you know, he's fighting lesser opposition when he's committing these sins, so we'll see. But he's got that, you know, Loma style where he's like light on his feet and he'll jump in with some hooks. So like I said, it'll take Crawford some time to, you know, get this guy's rhythm, and then he'll probably be catching this guy on the way in. Plus, you know, I don't see him use this jab people talking about, but he'll lose that anyway when he's fighting the southpaw and Crawford. Huang, trying you again?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that I like this. That's why I like Bud always giving us, you know, he ain't giving us no bullshit fight. And he gives people shots, man. You know, that's one thing. Nobody wanted to give him a shot. And these Uzbek fighters, does this dude train with those dudes in Cali? What's those two Mexican brothers that be in Cali?
Diaz
They got all the
brothers.
Uzbek fighters.
Diaz
Yeah, he
brothers.
trained with them?
Probably.
Man, them Uzbek dudes, they be coming out of nowhere. Man, they breeding them over there. But man, you know, I'm gonna tell you the other day we all were talking about the Spence thing. I really do want a rematch, and I hope that this is set it up. You know, everybody's at 154. I don't want Spence to like this be over for him. You know, I think what's gonna happen, and what I would like to happen, Spence, you know, he start taking belts at 154. Crawford start taking belts at 154, and they meet up again for another undisputed at 154. I mean, it's just a beautiful storyline, man. So that's what I'm looking for. But I've never seen this what's his name, Madarov.
Madrizov. Yeah, and he's got 1 million followers. Shout out to him.
Man, that's crazy. And I like watching all the smaller shit. You know what I'm saying? Pole boxing, all them things. TVS Checker fights is crazy. I ain't never seen these guys before. But nah, man, I'm liking this, man. Shout out to Bud. You know, giving people their shots. What does this dude rank like 4 or 5 or what's he ranked to
Oh
get this
man,
shot?
yo, my man, my man already fought in Riyadh, bro, and he been posted Turki Alalshikh back March 13th. So he had a relationship. Yeah, this I can see this happening.
Damn, that's what's up. And shout out to Turkey trying to get us a Bud fight in the States. And you
Or
know what? I'm gonna tell you, we need that though, because if he's really gonna get his brand out there, it just can't be Saudi because man, shit, a lot of us work on Saturday. And one of the things we like to do is go home, get showered up, get ready, and then go watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fucking rush home and be all sweaty and shit, working construction all day and just catch the main event. You know, we boxing fans. We want to watch everything. Even that's why y'all talking about that guy you fight, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of his fights. You know what I'm saying? Even though they come on early, because he is early, days that I ain't had to work on Saturdays. And see, that's the thing why I do like watching those fights, and I don't like when they super fucking early, because you miss some of those good dudes that you won't learn about because they fighting at fucking 10 a.m. for us. I'm sorry, cursing. I know y'all trying to slow that down, my bad. Because they fighting at like 10 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And but now, shout out to Turkey, shout out to TVV, like and subscribe, man.
Appreciate you, Huang. So yeah, Mazradov certainly is promoted by Matchroom. And his last fight, I'm pretty sure, let me double check here, with Magdamov took place, yep, in the Kingdom of Riyadh. Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So, yeah, the pieces are starting to fall together. We got Jay Billy.
Yo.
You.
Yes, sir. So on this putting in that mofo work. On this, we need to get Discord together, man. I don't know what's wrong with it. But yeah, man, this is a good fight. This is a good fight. I'm glad. So the report said I missed the first half. The report said that Turki Alalshikh's trying to have it in America.
Correct.
Yes, sir. So I need them dudes like Tip, XDX Runzy, however you say it, CYP, Jonathan Sims, all the TBX. Y'all better be at that fight. Because y'all was complaining about all the fights in Saudi. So make sure when Terence Bud Crawford is in America under that Saudi card, make sure you at that fight, please. Support our American fighters and on the American ground. So yeah, this is a good fight. I like the Madrimov. He destroyed that last dude who went against, who was it? Karabanov or whatever it was.
Yes, but talking to the
So
mic because we losing you. You know, you don't sound like you're talking into the mic.
yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's that Twitter shit. That's that Twitter shit. You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he's a tough, one of those tough Eastern Europeans. He's kind of like Kavalassis, but yeah, he's a little bit bigger than Kavalassis. He looks like a damn near 168 pounder at 154. But it's gonna be. I agree with you. It's gonna take a couple rounds. I think by like the second or third round, Bud will have him figured out. Like if he tries that jumping in shit like he was doing the last fight, he can't do that with Bud. You know, you gonna get caught. And he did get caught a couple times with like a left hook. I saw with the last guy he fought. So, you know, it's a good fight. I'm glad. Hopefully, we get the fight. I'm glad we getting Bud back. He has alternative routes besides PBC, and that's the full WBA belt. That's the WBA Super.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So, ain't no roadblocks now. Ain't really no roadblocks. So, if he does go this route, will he be taken out of the rankings in the WBO?
Yeah. I mean, of course, if he wins a belt, no other organization will
Facts,
have him
yeah.
ranked.
Damn. Well, you know, hopefully he can get this and go ahead and unify with somebody. Hopefully they don't duck their taco like everybody else is. Or this could be preparation for the Canelo fight. You feel me? Like bro said before, that's the biggest fight in boxing. And I'm glad people talking about Buzz, the second biggest name behind Canelo, because you know he paid the cost to be the boss. He put in that work. So I'm just glad he's getting all the glory now. So hopefully we can make this fight. And you know, like I said, I told the guys in the back call, you know, if Earl and Bud are meant to meet back up, it's gonna happen. Let these guys go ahead and go their route. Hopefully they meet back up and we can get another fight or even a trilogy. So I still want to see the second fight. I know a lot of people don't want to see the rematch, but hopefully Arrow can get with
I mean, if
another
he could
trainer.
earn his way back, if he could do what he need to do to get back, then I don't care. But like, just giving him the rematch after he, didn't take his guaranteed rematch, like, nah. You walked
I feel
away
you,
from
yeah,
that.
not the rematch right away. It has to be a fight in between, but you know that's a former unified champ, so he's most definitely do a rematch if he wants it. But when he had the chance to take it, he didn't take it. So you're right. You're right. He shouldn't get the rematch right away. Let Bud do his thing right quick. Go ahead and collect the belt. And if the Canelo fight isn't on the table, we might circle back. We might circle back. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he doesn't just take that Earl fight off the table because Bud was already talking about, I don't need Earl for my legacy. You feel me? Now he spanked his ass and everybody, they don't want to give him credit. Even Earl fans, they don't want to give him credit. So, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's in this will, it's gonna happen. So it's panning out. It's panning out how we wanted to pan out right now. What you about to say?
I was just gonna say it's about that time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Keep on putting in that work. Let's try to get Discord right, but yeah, I'm gonna tap back in.
It's good now. They just hit me up. I restarted it one more time for y'all. But we going out to Malcolm on Twitter. And I got a $2 cash app from William that actually has a great idea. Not an idea. I mean, it's what should happen. the winner of Masvidal Crawford should get the Mando WBA Virgil. Malcolm,
Yo.
we hear you.
Shout outs to Boxing Voice. Ness, appreciate you putting in this work, man. Yeah, that super chat kind of said what I was gonna say. I guess this is an okay fight. I'm pretty sure everybody prefers this over the Josh Kelly shit that we were talking about the other day on the show.
Hell yeah. This dude would destroy Josh Kelly in maybe 3.
Yeah, because he beat Kurbanev. I think that's how you say his name, and I know he got a Michael Soro win. Yeah, was that on was that under one of the Saudi cards?
Yeah, on the zone.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now. So, yeah, I guess it's a good fight. It's just unfortunate on Bud's end in terms of he said he wanted, like big fights. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not big to the caliber he wanted, but because of all the options and him kind of just waiting shit out.
I
and
mean,
being
I
all
think
over
that
the
the bigness comes from him being chosen to be Turki Alalshikh's first U.S., as the reporter saying, invasion. That's what's big. Turki Alalshikh chose you. Not AJ, not Wilder, not Tank. You.
And then, they got that Arab money, man, so he gonna be getting a nice little paycheck. You feel me? But yeah, I like that idea because Virgil, I think, is ranked like number 2 or some shit. And then Kurbanev, my bad, I butcher his name. He's like right under, what's his name? Madrimov. So he's like right under him. So at some point, Virgil's going to have to bump heads with him. But we're going to see, what type of Tom De La Hoya's on, because that's pretty much his big ticket. And I'm pretty sure he knows that.
You mean Virgil?
No, that's what I said. I said Virgil, right?
Yeah, look, I get when Virgil avoided Crawford back then. He was just the WBO welterweight and former undisputed. But now you avoid Crawford a second time. I don't even think you can.
But we got to see, man. It's just De La Hoya. It's just De La Hoya as a promoter, and it's not any shade.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can.
Asset?
I don't think you can, though, like, not only from a, damage standpoint from the fighter's popularity, but like Crawford is gonna be 37 when Virgil gets his Mando at his 4th weight. Isn't it his 4th weight? Like, you gotta take your shot. Like, you gotta take your shot.
Hey man, hopefully we get that shit, man. It'll be a good fight. I'm all for the best fight and the best. It's just kind of unfortunate that I didn't know once he gets his WBA shit, or he's en route for that Bud, he kind of just leaves the WBO rankings. But that's it, man. Shout outs to Boxing Voice. I'm gonna keep tuning in, man. Just keep putting in that work.
All right, looks like we got King Amin joining us. What up, champ?
Putting in work. What's going on? Good topic today, man. A lot of people they don't seem to like it. What's the deal?
I don't think we had anybody. I mean, just one caller, Cliff in Connecticut, was disappointed in himself that he didn't know who Masvidal was. But I haven't heard anyone really call in, not liking it.
Well,
but
you know what?
Where are you at with it?
I think I'm paying attention too much to the trolls on Twitter, but I like this fight. I'm totally okay with it because I heard you say something that I find interesting, and I have to say that the Bud fans are gonna like this one too. Bud's been chosen, right? He's been chosen. Now remember, we thought it was gonna be along the lines of Canelo. So that alone, let me just say this. That I think can change this narrative about Bud is not an entertaining, he's not interesting, he's not this, because a purist or a self-proclaimed purist like Turki Alalshikh has said that he wants to make this.
Yeah, but that don't really help that, right? Because like you're a purist, and because of that, Bud is elite to you and to me and to everyone that listens to this show. It's about the people that don't listen to this show and instead listen to Impulsive and Joe Rogan and fucking watch Ellen. Is Bud appealing to them?
I think this gets him there because the last caller mentioned it. This whole concept of Saudi money, what's worth being paid for. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that with WWE. People, they see a product worth paying for, and now Terence Crawford has kind of been roped into that. He's designated as a product worth paying for now, albeit against somebody we would consider friendly with the Turk, because we know that this Madrimov is his name.
Yes.
Okay, Madrimov, he was on this card that was out there. He fought for a vacant title, so he's got some familiarity. I'm not gonna, say that he's Muslim or say it to that, but let's just say he's familiar with that crowd, that region. Now we're bringing Terence Crawford into the mix, and like I said, the first thing people are gonna say, well, who's the opponent? All right, and they're gonna say, but Terence Crawford's fight. So all of the fact finding, all of the digging, all of the promos that Turkey has to offer when he puts together a fight, I think they can build together something that captures the interest of the Ellen fans and the casuals that don't really know what time it is.
Yeah, man. Look, I just wanted to be true. Like you said, Tank is the one, Edgar Berlanga's the chosen one. But if Alalshikh is putting out that bread and he's letting Crawford be the face of his first U.S. show,
wow,
he might be the one for real.
We getting there, right, money.
You know what I'm saying? Get that money, bud. We got Chad. Jesus Christ. It is Chad, right? Canada, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. About to fuck
Hey,
that up.
that's me.
About to fuck that
That's
up.
okay, man. That's okay. Even though I would like to have an intro like you guys used to do. I've only heard a couple because I've only been listening for like a year. You've played a couple of those old intros you used to have for guys. Those are pretty fun. But I'll take my fucked up intro.
You know what it is?
All right.
It's a connection thing, right? We're dealing with the internet, so it's like, oh, we go to chat and you're having issues with Twitter after I played your intro. Now you're not connecting. I got to go to the next guy, so we skipped the intro. Now you're connected. You want to play that? It's like, yo, I just moved away from it.
Yeah, it would complicate things. I can see that. But hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, Amin. Glad you're on. It seems like every time I call, you're just getting off before I call. But I really like everything you guys have had to say about Crawford. I don't have anything too clever to add, except I just want to say, like, I do think once guys get past their quote unquote prime, like, so say, like, I don't know what, it's different, but say 33, 34, like basically where Bud's sitting, right? I think that some time away from the ring, inactivity can help a guy in that stage a little bit, but there's limits to that. And I think that more so than the opponent, what's more important, that if we want to see Bud I think most people believe that there's a great fight left for Bud. We don't know who it's going to be. We don't know when, but I see it, and I think a lot of other people do too. He needs to stay active. He can't just sit around for another year and a half or a year, 2 years from the last fight and expect to go into this big main event and get results, right? He's got to stay active. That's more important to me than anything else. So I like it. His Excellency getting behind it, to me, says that he sees the same thing we do. He sees greatness left in Bud. He knows there's something great left there, and he's doing what needs to be done, keeping Bud active. As far as people that don't, like, I can't even get my head around people that don't like him. I mean, people working overtime to discredit his career. At the end of the day, you don't like his career, you don't like his opponents, but you're blind to the fact that Bud is a fucking elite, stellar boxer. He's on another level. And it's just like, if you don't see it, I just feel bad for people that can't watch Bud fight and enjoy it. I say open your eyes up for what's left of his career, because when he's gone, you see, we're going to miss his absence will be felt, man. I think he's a great, as much in the tradition of all the greats that we look at now, like Zab Judah, all them guys from the 2000s. And, he's going to be there in those highlight reels. People are going to be missing him. So let's try and enjoy what's left here. If it's got to be Madrimov, I'll take it. And let's hope that that's going to lead to something to that big fight we want to see, right? That's pretty much all I got. Hey, Amin, just quick. How about Valle, right? Valle versus Estrada. I know it's old news, but I just want to say, I really liked Valle. That was my first time watching her, and I was really impressed with her, man. I really want to see her fight again, hopefully against Estrada. But that's kind of all I got, guys. I got to get going. I'm going to keep listening, though. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, man. And hopefully Valle honors. I know there was no rematch clause, but I hope she just honor it, like Jonas seems to be doing for mayor. Just be a stand-up man or woman and just run it back.
Especially when you know you don't have any other rivals. Like, who else is Estrada gonna fight? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
You might as well go ahead and dip back into that well, make that money. But I'm noticing the Israil, he switches. He switches, man. I just watched him switch to southpaw and shoot a double jab, left hook, and get a knockout. Not left hook, left uppercut.
Ness, I'm glad you went back to Israel because I got an interesting narrative because we're talking about the same fighter that we could say that the former undisputed champ at 154 ducked or avoided, right? We could say it's because of the title fight with Canelo. No, Charlo didn't.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess he was Charlo's mandatory, and that's why Karabanov and him fought for the belt. But wasn't that after Charlo fought Canelo? He just released the belt. That's how I thought it went down. Like, he's champion in recess right now. I mean, either way, it's perceived a duck. When Canelo releases the belt to get a franchise to fight, Kovalev, it's a duck. So I get what you're saying.
I mean, we could say that, the Canelo fight was a bigger bag, but we got people in the chat saying, don't chase the bag, chase the good fight. So if we're saying that he chose the bag over the better fight.
I mean, look, I'm not even in that, because
I know you're not in that conversation.
Who's not going to take a Canelo fight, bro? Like, I don't give a fuck about people in the chat. Canelo's a minimum $5 million, bro. Like, an average boxer just doesn't know where he's going to get $5 million in boxing from. Like, you can't turn that down. Like, then you start, if you know about boxing, you start factoring in, well, damn, Danny made 12.5. Motherfucking Plant made 10. Billy made 8. You start trying to get what you can get versus I'm gonna get the best fight. What the fuck? Dudes are crazy, bro.
This is what boxing's about. You got both sides of the coin, man.
I guess it's both sides. I thought it was more about prize fighting.
Again, I agree with that sentiment, but you got those that'll say, why fight a Canelo that you can't beat? It's obviously for the money. So not only are you shorting your legacy, you're shorting the fans of a good fight.
Yeah, but in the case of Crawford, man, he's not that dude that caps. So I'm not looking at him as, he's just trying to cash out. Like, I do believe he thinks he can beat Canelo.
True.
Where maybe another fighter moving up 3 divisions would be doing it for a payday, knowing they cannot beat Canelo. I think he believes at the very least, and I think that he has a fan base big enough to, manifest that fight.
And this is a good direction. And I'm saying even if he never ends up, with the Canelo bout, I think he could have a pretty good run at 54 if that's what he's interested in, And it's the funny thing about Terence Crawford, you saying like Terence Crawford never really ain't give a fuck what we think.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be, I've seen instances to where the show is about what Terence Crawford could be doing. He on Twitter saying, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So Terence Crawford is one of those guys that he could just very well say, yeah, the Canelo fight is cool, but just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna clean out 154, even if it eventually leads him to the Fundoras and whoever's on the other end of that, And Madrimov could be the start of that. We don't know what Crawford's going to do. He fought Abanesian on Black Prime. That's an unpredictable brother right there, in the best way possible. And you mentioned Madrimov switching. Wouldn't it be interesting to see how even though Crawford's been mostly a southpaw as of late.
Nah, but this dude could punch, man. it's like everybody he hit, he putting them down or knocking them out. He could
So you think
punch, but
Crawford?
what? I
No,
don't
because
know.
he
I mean,
usually starts conventional, sometimes, and then he
yeah, I
feels
ain't
a
seen him.
fighter out, and then he.
I ain't see him do that in the Bud fight. His in the Arrow fight. You only as good as your last fight. His last performance, he came out southpaw only. I thought. Did I miss that?
No,
And
no,
I'm
no,
not
and this
being
is what I'm saying.
sarcastic.
No, when he comes out southpaw, he usually has no regard for what's coming back. When he want to feel out the waters, I think what I've observed is he starts conventional, start to see what you got, and then he'll turn southpaw on you second or third round if he's not concerned. Yes, he came out in the Spence fight southpaw because I don't think he had any regard or any concern.
It's gonna be interesting to see him fight Crawford. He's got good feet, and he believes in his power. You know, you can see shades of Loma, or Loma-esque. I don't want to, you know.
But what about the Triple G comparisons? Because even in the title bout where he won, they were calling him Baby G. He said he kind of looks like.
I guess
they were,
so, for sure. With the 1-2, he looks like but I think he moves better than
footwork wise, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like he steps in with that jab and right hand. He's got better footwork. But let me get to Brandon in Cincinnati.
It's the champ
What
in the
up?
building. Or shit. What up, Nesta Gibbs, the king I mean of Essex County. What's up, OG? How you feeling, brother? How y'all feeling?
Pretty good, sir.
We
Good to hear from you.
We good.
On a Saturday morning, salute to the hardest working man on YouTube, Ness, man, and all the other compadres that hop on here and give support and cast. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the community. I like this fight, man. I've been on the I don't see how nobody can say they haven't been hit the Madrimov. They put him on damn near every matchroom card since his debut. He was getting hype. They was gassing him up. I was high on him at the beginning of his career. He had some highlight reel knockouts. Similar to Lomachenko, he fights with good rhythm, good balance, very athletic switches, good feet, punches from weird angles. But that was the issue for me. Like he didn't hone in on those fundamentals enough. He didn't use a jab. He was more so focused on strictly relying on his athletic ability, agility, his feet, and he was winging big shots from weird angles. And he kind of got exposed a couple fights. Like he didn't look great in that Eric Walker fight. Those Michael Soro fights were closer than you would like to see from a highly touted amateur.
That Eric Walker fight, bro. No average man takes those shots. No average man takes those shots, bro. I don't know.
Sure.
Like Eric Walker is a G for going 10 with that man, bro. Come on, bro. That left hook, them uppercuts. He was killing that old dude. I don't know how he stood on his feet forever.
Yeah.
Cause he went down too. Remember, he jumped in. This what I'm saying. Crawford ain't never dealt with an athletic dude like this. Like my man leaped in for that left hook to hit Walker.
He does that.
And then
he
another one,
he
landed a left hook and tackled Walker. Like, Crawford's dealt with traditional fighters. This guy's footwork is
it's elite. He's got good feet. He's got good, like I said, he fights with great rhythm and balance, good feet, but he does throw that Povetkin like leaping left hook. That you get that shit time right, you get exposed. So it's a good fight. Like I said, he looked great his last fight. He did well. He slowed down a bit, worked behind his jab.
Damn, I wonder could Crawford hurt
work
this
jab to the body. Jab to the body. He's a smaller 154, so it ain't like it'll be like a huge, like Bud's going up to fight a bigger guy. Bud might be probably bigger than this dude. He's not very big, but I like the fight, man. Shout out to Turki Alalshikh if he's supporting the real. He's coming over here wanting to put money behind a real water walker, man. But yeah, man, if you ain't watching Madrimov, go and watch him, man. He's the real deal. Like I said, he's got some pretty damn good highlight reel knockouts over his career, and they probably want to fast track him because he is a highly rated. Only thing I'm worried about, do they want to get him some defenses under his belt? He just got the belt. Like you want to throw him right in there with Bud on the first defense. So I don't know.
I feel you.
I don't know if that's what they want to do.
Give him a title defense. I'm with you, Brandon.
Nah, throw him in there with Bud. I like his style, man. Throw him in there with Bud. Bud ain't never seen no style like that.
I'm saying though, he's got elite level train. What's the Diaz that used to train Tim Bradley? He's got them dudes.
Yeah.
They know the business, man. You think they gonna throw him in there with Bud? They know Bud.
My man got 475 amateur fights.
I'll tell you, yeah, highly touted. He's a highly touted amateur. I know they wanted the fast tracking, but there's a difference between fast tracking him to a title and then fast tracking the nigga and putting him in there with Bud Crawford, your first defense.
Yeah,
That's Lomachenko
hey,
shit.
man.
But I don't mind if it happens. Like I said, because I think he's the real deal. You know, Bud's the real deal. Yeah, if they can make it happen, man. Take him to Omaha, put him in Omaha, let them pack out the house. Put the WBO vacant on the line, and let's make it happen. I like the fight. But other than that, man, I'm gonna let you brothers go get to some other callers. Yeah, good hardcore fight, man. Shout out to Bud, man. Shout out to Madrimov if he takes this shit. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
All right.
I like it.
Majimbe de lo mío.
What's good? What's good, Ness?
What up?
Yeah, I like this fight a lot. But the one thing that I'm not hearing anybody say is this real? I mean, I understand that somebody's reporting on it, but it doesn't make sense to me if Turkey is doing boxing now or has gotten into boxing because he wants to bring more tourists to his country. What does bringing a fight to the U.S. do for Saudi Arabia?
I don't
It just
know,
doesn't
but
make any sense
they
to me.
called it a U.S. invasion, so
And again, like I see maybe U.S. invasion as having him as the main event in Saudi Arabia because Wilder wasn't, but I can't see it being in Las Vegas. I can't, I don't see him being like who's gonna promote it.
Bring it to
Who?
Miami. Saudis like sand.
Well, nah, but it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same. Again, the whole point for him getting into the sport is to bring tourists to his country. It just doesn't make sense. And I love the fight. I think this is a magnificent fight. I think
But
that.
Maybe hold on. You an educated brother from uptown. Diplomacy. It works for diplomacy because it also works as not just invitational. You guys come to us. It's we're willing to come to you. We're willing to come and be hosted and also bring when I come out, I bring a bottle of wine. So it's a
No,
mutual thing when you're building diplomacy, right?
no, without a doubt, without a doubt, that's a great point. I didn't even think about that. I mean, that is something that could probably go over with, the U.S. consulate over there or whatever. Oh, we're not just doing it here; we're going to do it over there. We're bringing you guys business as well. I don't know. Maybe make it trying to. And listen, maybe it's enticing the boxing fans here. Maybe do it in Nebraska and be like, listen, the next Crawford's next fight is going to be in Saudi Arabia against Canelo. We want all you guys there. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But again, to me, it's just like maybe I just need more information. But the fight is great. I love this fight. And again, I think Crawford is the difference. I understand that he's getting older, and this guy is 7 years younger. But if you see how Earl looked like at the Fandora fight, my man looked like a right tackle. There's a difference, of somebody being disciplined, and Bud is that. But it's that. So I hope this is real because I would love to have it here in the U.S. Give us a chance to actually enjoy the festivities, and I guess Matchroom would probably be the promoter promoting it. And if it is in Las Vegas or Nebraska, it's going to be a big show. I think Matchroom does the best shows overall. But hopefully it is here. But that's just a talking point that I wanted to bring up to you guys because I haven't heard anybody bring that up yet. So. Great show, guys. Enjoy the weekend.
Appreciate you, brother. And great point.
To Brandon's credit, he was wilder when in the beginning of his career, but that last fight with Karabanov, he looks, a little tighter with those punches. Bo Rogers, and I mean obviously Masvidal. But that right hand, that was that Maidana right hand that finished him. I can't believe they I mean, they're associating with Triple G because of the way he looks, but that right hand was more Maidana than Triple G. Then he doing backflips. I'm telling you, Crawford ain't never fought nobody this agile, this athletic. This dude doing backflips in the ring. He pivots very well. And he got
And maybe that's why
popped,
you
man.
do need him coming in right off of the win. You
He
know what I'm
got
saying? Because he's
popped.
hungry as hell.
He got popped, and he got 1 million followers. How did I not know this dude had 1 million followers? It's crazy. Under the radar, bro. And I watched those fights, but I never knew. Bo, we don't hear you, man. Jump out, jump back in. We're going to keep it moving. Hawk, Maryland. Interesting style, though, for sure. Like, I'm really intrigued to see Crawford handle this style. And can he?
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
Yo, Ness. TBV #1, good morning.
Buenos dias.
So, yes, sir. So, I'm not really familiar with this guy. That Crawford's great fight is already set up and everything.
Nah, I mean, right now it's just being reported that he is the front runner, meaning this is the guy, maybe that's first in line to get the Crawford fight, courtesy of Alalshikh.
Oh, okay. So, so everybody that was like going off and cussing out PBC and Earl Spence and fighting for Crawford's honor, like he got left behind 2 weeks ago. That man got a plan. That man might already got some money. Ain't nobody checked with Crawford if he was upset about the Fun Door and the Zoo shit, huh? He don't seem to be upset. It seemed like he got a plan.
Well, remember, he did say some shit along the lines of "Slow down, buddy. There's a line, or you can't cut the line." And then Earl said,
To
"I don't
Earl,
do
right?
lines." Yeah, meaning,
Yeah.
but that line was talking about the PBC fighters. So then Earl said, "I don't do lines." So it just shows that Crawford got that direct plug with Alalshikh. Cause damn, it's like you said,
That's
shit
what
got fucked up with that plan. Now we got a backup plan.
my point exactly. That's my only
But I'll
point.
tell you this.
Everybody's so worried about Crawford.
I'm starting to feel that these rumors is exactly what they tell us. They throw it out there to see what sticks, because that Eubank rumor is as believable as this. Just like Masvidal Eubank fought out there, just like Masvidal Eubank has a relationship, just like that equation, we knew Crawford had the direct plug with Alalshikh. So the issue with that fight was that people didn't like it. It was like left field because of the trainers. So, they throwing this one out here, but it sounds like people like it. I like it. I like the style matchup. I like the style matchup.
So you saying like Crawford is doing what I said PBC do? They temperature check. They throw out names.
Possibly. Not Crawford,
Yes, sir.
maybe Alalshikh, right? Or maybe
there you
Alalshikh
go.
and Crawford together, because obviously he's in the Crawford business, is what it continues to sound like.
If you think about that, though, Ness, a lot of these fights are based on temperature checks. A lot of fights now, you hear names of guys together, and then come down to the fight, it's somebody different because of the response. I believe from shows like yours, when they hear how negative people are respond to it, like that, Roy. I call him Roy Jones, but the fighter that Crawford we thought was going to fight. I think that was a temperature check to see how people want to respond to it. But yeah, that's my call, boy. Boss.
All right. My man doing roundhouse, full semi tucks in the ring. he ain't going out like Dean the Great.
My man is definitely an athlete.
Nah, hell yeah. JT, I like that footwork. That's gonna be interesting. JT.
Yes, sir. What's going on? What up, King? I mean,
Salute, brother.
Hey, I've never heard of this guy. I just looked up some highlights on him. He only got 9 fights.
I think he got 10 now after the Zorro
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, 11 fights, one is a draw,
Okay.
but a
Yeah, I see
technical
the angles.
draw.
I see the angles. But and I heard you say you got over 400 fights.
Yeah,
I
four, seven, and
mean,
5.
I don't see the I don't see why would they take a fight in Bud Crawford right now in his career. Uh, yeah, he got a good skill set, but I don't know. I think Bud will make a adjustment to that in and out angle, darting in and out. And now I'm just trying to see why would they take this type of fight at this point in his career? You know, who is benefiting more? Bud Crawford, is it benefiting the guy even if he lose?
Greatness,
Instead
man,
of
and money. Turkey Alalshikh's involved, so he obviously paying Mazradov well, and then you being paid well to achieve greatness.
yeah, but you're being paid well to take a loss,
I
or a
mean,
loss with experience. So I mean, like I said, Ness, I see the angles that you're talking about, but you end up with a mastermind guy that know how to step back and punch at the same time. Like it
but
doesn't have a
JT, think
problem.
about it. Think about it this way, right? From a more popular standpoint, um, Mazradov will never be the commercial attraction of a Canelo, and Canelo jumped in there with Floyd, who was way more skilled with him early. Mazradov is not as young as Canelo. He's 29, so he can't be waiting. You know, when are you going to get another opportunity to fight this generation's Floyd, right? Like,
Okay,
like think about this. Think about this. Without Alalshikh, we wouldn't even be talking about Mazradov. So that's why you take it, not because it's you ain't ready. It's because without this man, you won't even get to talk. Like your name won't even be mentioned with Crawford, let alone you fighting Crawford. Like he would have to climb so many mountains to make it to the level to where Crawford's at to call out Crawford for people to believe him. Like this is a direct cut the line because of Alalshikh.
okay. Well, now you're talking a different. I understand it now. I guess I didn't know the guy was 29. Is not old. Is not old, but it's considered older. You're coming out your prime. So most definitely, I guess you got Ella Sheik involved, you got money involved, and I guess it's a chance. It's a chance for experience. I mean, not to be biased, I think it'll be a good fight for the guy to get on his resume, but I don't see the guy beating Bud Crawford. I was looking at the highlights, and I just think just looking from a coach standpoint or a boxing fan, I just see it being a good fight for Bud to get a nice little bag. And hopefully he still give us a
So
few other
you don't see this guy giving Bud no issues.
No, you know what though? He looked like he switches though. He switches well. He switches as well. But I don't know, man. I see like the angles. I see Bud taking that away from him. Like, like I said, that's why I say Bud steps back well and he punches well on rhythm. Like Bud ain't one of them guys, but he got to.
You done broke
Yo,
up.
my bad. Nah, I had a call come through. My bad. Nah, I don't know the last thing you heard, Vanessa. I
Yeah, that he
said,
stepped back
but
and punch on rhythm.
punch on rhythm. He one of them. He just one of them rhythmatic guys like that, and a lot of guys don't know how to do that at the high level.
But champ,
But
Bud has been hit in every single fight he has fought, bruh. Every single fight.
except for the arrow,
No,
shout out to arrow.
you wildin'. You wildin'. He
No,
got
no,
hit in that
no.
fight, man. What you was watching.
Yes, all right. He got hit, but let's be real here. Let's be real here. I mean, I don't
I
really
mean,
want to bring the fight back up. We're
I'm
gonna
the
go
one
Texas.
being real. I'm the one being real.
Right.
You
Well,
sitting here trying to act like he wasn't
we
hit.
done
But hey man, the bell
yeah,
rang. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, man. Cause when you start talking delusional, like we gonna move to the next caller. Venom, what up? My man said Bud didn't get hit. What the fuck was he watching?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. I didn't predict this, but I predicted Israil Madrimov was gonna be in a big fight this year. Unfortunately, it's not Virgil, it'll be Bud, so you gotta respect that. But I see what JT's talking about. I know he's talking about from a coach's perspective. I'm gonna speak from a high level eyes perspective. You know, I've been in this game, watching it for close to 10 years now. So I think I know what I'm looking at. This is gonna be this is a 50-50 fight down the line. It's split even. I mean, Israil Madrimov, he's little Triple G. I came on this show. I'm consistent. I said he might be the best in the division, other than Bud. I said that not too long ago, and I fully believe it. You know, he's little Triple G, comes out that Bivol camp, and the way they train is just it's different. It's real different. And the thing with little Triple G is they trained him to be like Triple G, but a better version. He has more skills. He's more athletic. The only thing he might not have is the chin, but he still has a good chin. So that's not even a knock. So I think this is a 50-50 fight for a lot of factors. You know, Bud got to go to Saudi. He's never been over there. Israil Madrimov just fought there.
Well, the report is that this is a U.S. invasion, so it would
I don't believe that.
I mean, hey,
I don't believe that.
you know, this is ESPN Knockout reporting.
Yeah. When they say invasion, I feel like that meant getting Bud since he's the American. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
But
I could see the
yeah,
angle, even though it don't really make sense to invade the U.S., you know. But all right.
I mean, I mean, what's the last American fighter they had main event in Saudi? I don't think they had one.
I don't know.
So
I'm
that's what
just saying it.
that's
You
what
know, I mean, I'm just going off the report, man. I'm going off the report.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think the fact that it's gonna be in Saudi, that's a factor. That's a big factor. I know Bud. People don't talk about his age because you know he don't look like he's slowing down, but you never know. Overnight, he can slow down. He's going in against a prime guy who's it's just different. Like the way they train over there, it's different. And
I agree,
honestly,
man. This kid presents a lot of danger. He's like you said in his prime. He has the experience because of the amateur background. They're saying 475. You know, he's got good footwork, bro. And he switches too, but the most dangerous thing is that he got popped, right? Like Bud looked phenomenal in his last fight. But you know, the last time he fought someone that resembled this guy
was Avenesian.
No, Kavalaskas, except
and
Kavalaskas don't got this footwork.
this guy ain't Kavalaska. This is on a whole nother level.
That's what I'm saying. The last time he fought somebody like this is Kavalaskas. You know, someone who every punch has pop on it. He throw him with power. But let me get to this counter punch here. Yo.
Hello?
Yo. We hear you.
Yeah, King. Yeah, King. I mean, I know you was just sitting there shaking your head when you heard what Ness just said. But last fight didn't get touched by Errol effectively at all. He sat there and bullied Errol. He bullied the bully. We all saw what happened with Errol, and I was rooting for Errol. I was shocked. I was in disbelief. How Bud was just in there playing, talking to your boy Jamel Cholo in the crowd. So, but let's get back on topic. Yeah, Velasquez, man, look, I saw highlights of this dude. If you want to be exactly, this dude is like a. If you say somebody Bud fought, I'm sorry, like a Gamboa that just don't switch with the footwork. Of course, a little bigger. But then if this guy is chin like Dangle, like I say, y'all could say experience because of the amateurs, but I could say he might not have the round experience. That's because we know Bud does have the round experience. Can you hear me? Because it's very clear.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
hear
we hear
you.
you.
We hear you. I just ain't want to
Okay.
interrupt. You know,
Okay. Yeah, you did. You did that last call. Thank you.
lie.
But
That's a
yeah, the
lie.
round
The bell
experience.
rang, my friend. The bell rang, and, and,
No,
and
you was
you,
talking.
and that's when you and I started talking.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You're interrupting me now. But all I was saying is, he might have the amateur experience, but we know amateurs, the most at the highest level is only 4 rounds at the highest level. But we also know that that might not be the experience of the professionals. And Bud is one of the best guys that know how to step back and
No, no,
punch.
no one's disputing that Bud would be the more
No,
experienced pro.
yeah, we no, and we didn't say that. No, I'm listening to what guys call in. Like this last caller just said with the lead eye, he got a lot of experience and all that. But and he also said quite brought up something about that chin. And Bud does know how to punch effective going backwards. I mean, going backwards. Like that's one thing I
Yeah, but
actually
he didn't say that
had
the
to really.
dude don't got a chin. He said he can't say the guy has a triple G chin yet, but he can say so far he got a
Yeah,
good
but what we
chin.
noticed, yeah, but we knew Arrow had a chin too, but we saw what happened with Arrow chin.
No,
And
again, triple G
hold
chin.
on, don't
Remember, no
mess up my
one even
call. All right.
dropped him. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make sure
Yes.
you understand
Yeah.
it.
Listen. Before Bud tampered with Arrow Spence, we all thought Arrow had a chin too.
My
For
dude,
what
did
I
you forget the
realized,
Ugas fight? Did you forget the
Ugas.
African dude? Did you forget the African
Look,
dude?
hold on. That's the Ugas fight. He got hit with an uppercut, and he got hit with an off balance shot. Like, bro, and you saw
Uh,
what happened.
Listen, my bro, you
Like,
could put stars next, asterisks next to them. I've given you two instances that you need to go watch tape on, man. Gotta let you
man,
go.
come
That
on,
was
man.
the bell, man. Uh, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm pretty sure the dude's name is Latte, maybe, or something like that. I'm sure Alex Vega could tell you exactly who's that guy African that Earl fought that clipped him early in his career. And then you got the Ugas situation. Uh, you know. So yeah, man. Triple G doesn't have anything like that. That's why you have to listen. Listen is fucking key. Venom said Triple G. Triple G is taking hits from everybody and you've never seen him hurt. You can't give me one time where you've seen him hurt. That's why listening is important because we're talking about the level of chin of Triple G. And he said we don't know that yet, but we know he got a good chin. You sitting here comparing it to Earl and everybody else. Compared to what the man compared it to. Triple G. This way we on topic. Jersey Bob.
Gone.
What up?
But man, good fight. Now this is for a belt.
It would be for Israil Madrimov's newly claimed WBA that he won vacant from in the fight with Kurbanov.
Okay. I mean, it's a good move for Bud. Get a little paycheck, get back in the ring, get a belt. So I don't see why anybody. Now the whole thing is, what's the undercard looking like? Because this guy, he don't have a big name. I know it's Bud. You just talking about the Devin undercard. Got to fill the undercard, but it's Turki Alalshikh, so I believe he's gonna fill the undercard and make it a good showing. So he got everything he needs. The backing of the Turki Alalshikh. He does a good undercard, fighting for a belt, leads to other things. I don't see how anybody can complain. Now, what month are they talking about for this fight?
No month as of now. Just
But
say
yeah,
just a report from ESPN Knockouts Barboza Box.
he needs to he got to get back in the ring. He got to get back in the ring. He got to do something. So, like I said, this is not a bad move to lead to something else. And so speaking of it, I know I didn't get a chance. You spoke of the Devin undercard. I mean, there's guys on there that hardcores know, but I know you're disappointed in what they put out there for that undercard for Devin.
Oh yeah, man. We spoke about it when it wasn't official, and there was no official announcement of undercard, and we spoke of the potential rumor, and all the rumors did come true. But yeah, nothing impressive. It reminds me of a cheaper version of Tank versus Hector, where they had big names like Boots versus Villa and Andrade versus Nicholson, and then they had some other A sides, right? Like, so this is A side heavy, right? Like, you got Ryan and Devin, then you got Barboza A side, then you got Conwell A side, then you got who the fuck else is on? It's like four or five A sides. So, that's what they did, brother. That's what they did.
Yeah, so what number are you looking at?
What do you
What you
mean?
looking at for sale? How many pay-per-views they gonna sell?
Pay-per-view
Yeah,
prediction?
what you think? Yeah, what do you think?
No, man, 1 million.
Like, you really think with the undercard?
I mean, shit, I hope 2 million. Fuck.
All right, then have a good day.
Alright. Yeah, so what they announced? They announced Arnold Barboza, Beck the Bully, Scrappy Ramirez, and Charles Conwell. So like I said, A-side heavy, but not the A-sides that PBC brought. Boots bigger than all those names. Andre bigger than all those names. It just ain't the same, man. They be wildin', bro. I don't know how they do this shit. All right. Oh shit, it's over here. My bad. Let me get to JT.
And like I was saying, bro, I think I stayed on topic with all that because people brought up Triple G Chin. I brought up Arrow Chin. I mean, we could disagree to agree. You feel like Lyra hurt him? I mean not Lyra, Ugas. I mean, I disagree with that because I saw the end result of that fight. I don't think Arrow never been hurt like compared to the Bud fight. You brought up
My
the
man said
Africans.
I seen the end result of the fight.
Yeah, we saw the ending result of the fight. Every time we bring up a fighter that got hurt, if you go look at the record, what happened in the Ugas fight, he got stopped,
Bruh,
TKO'd.
that
So
don't
look,
matter.
it does matter.
Just
It does
take your
matter.
call, man. Take your call, bro. You
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you. So like, man, that was weak for you to even bring that up, man.
Bring what
And then
up?
for them to even compare a Triple G Chin, I agree. How you can even compare somebody to a Triple G Chin? We don't even know. We gonna see when this guy get in there at the level. I think it's too early. But like you just said, Ness, you told me the guy is 29 years old. I didn't know he was that old.
Bro,
I
and
didn't know he was.
that's like the major issue.
So like,
Like you counter punching, you debating off of fucking
no,
highlights. You ain't even watch the
Ness,
dude.
Ness, I
Like, I
had
don't
watched
get y'all,
highlights.
man. Like, I love you,
Look,
bro.
look,
I could use the
no, you
support.
don't. No, you
In
don't.
no way,
No, you
shape, or
No, you
form
don't.
am I
Look,
saying
all
I
you want
can't.
to do
But you
and I'm
don't
not
ever
trying to
think, man.
or do you? Do you think?
Oh man.
For you to even say that boy,
My
even
dude,
compare them to,
I text you,
I mean,
I
Cam Lashley,
side text you to tell you that I was
that
giving you
you
context. You're
just
literally
compare him to
wasting
Cam
money to
Lashley, bro.
argue, bro. I don't want to. I
That,
gotta go, man. It's
bro,
Saturday. I
listen,
gotta go. Get out of here. Listen, this dude is so weird. I literally side text him and said, "Yo, it's not necessary to counterpunch. I'm only giving you context as to why the chin was brought up. It's not necessary." You still want to call in to argue about chin and with me, man? Like, it's Saturday, my dude. Beat it. Motherfucker, I'm in a good place. I'm not trying to go to wherever the fuck you at. Like, think about where you at this morning. You woke up. You don't know who Israel is. You never watched them fight. You watch 10 seconds worth of highlights while you've been on the show, and you're coming up with this whole goddamn conclusion on them. My brother, shut up and sit down. Let other people talk. Sitting here trying to debate with me because another caller referenced his chin to Triple G. Go debate with Venom in the back call, man. Tim, what up?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Salute, Ness. You get me? Marco, King of Mina Essex, Danny, everybody in the TBV community. Salute, man. Ness, man. Don't you get me? Don't jump out the window, man. You know, everyone has, you know, their different perspectives.
My brother, you can't be arguing and debating with someone who watched
So
the
look at
man fight if you ain't watch him fight. You literally just
no,
said, I just watched some highlights. Like, that's not enough. It's not
obviously,
enough.
of course. But obviously, you know,
Then you
JT,
picking a fight
he's
with
I'm
me.
sure
Like, I
coach.
didn't bring up Triple G's chin. Go pick that fight with Venom. All right, Profound Dreamer, what up?
Hey, gather around TVV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. What's up, Ness? King I mean?
What up, champ?
Hey, y'all. All right, I was just calling because I'm hyped today, baby. I'm hyped, man. I told you, Ness, I'm a firm believer that TVV is the true voice of the people, and I really think they out there listening. You know, when I called in to say that I thought Bud was moving like a desperado because he was chasing that Canelo fight, I'm glad he listened. He pumped the brakes on that, and now we switching gears and we actually fighting and trying to set up fights against the most legitimate champion at 154. That's right. That boy Israil, he real. Israil Madrimov is in my opinion, he the most legitimate champion at 154 right now.
I'm with you.
Hello?
I don't know about
Yeah,
most
no doubt.
legit. I don't know about most legit.
How so? When you look at the champions at 54, Jermell Charlo ain't fought at the division in 2 years. You
Cause you
could
still
mark him
got
off the
Zoo.
list.
You still got Zoo there. You know, I get what we
And
see.
Zoo picked up a vacant belt though,
Yeah, but that's all right.
and
But
and
he's
and
still.
it's in question right now.
I mean, I think that Zoo is still one of the top, and there's a lot of people that feel like that fight might not have played out that way had that blood not kept going into his face and he kept having to wipe it and his vision being impaired and all that shit.
Now I agree. I think he would have won the fight without the cut. But my thing is, it happened, right? And it did play out. And he's still mixed up in contract disputes and whatever rematch disputes going on with PBC. He still got to sort that out, right? So those was two vacant belts on the line with a fight that's a questionable. They need to do a rematch on that fight before we could get a clear understanding of who's the better guy moving forward. But right now, Madrimov, with what he just put down on the Chaos card, the Anthony Joshua card, KO knockout Chaos, what he just put down over there against Kurbanov, like he proved that he'd have won. He'd have won at 54 right now, and I can't wait to see Bud go up against him.
How you gonna say he the one? So
What I
you
was gonna
think
say?
he stops Virgil or beats Virgil? Like what? Like because I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
fighters at
yeah,
54.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I think he beats Virgil. Yep. I think Madrimov gets Virgil up out of there. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep. If the rhabdomyosis don't get Virgil, Madrimov will. Damn, I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say when I call in, but this is a counterpunch, right?
From who? You pay for a counter? Because I
I
ain't
thought I
seen
sent it on
nothing.
CP. I thought I sent one on YouTube. It's all good. I just ain't want to eat
Let
up
me
all the
double
time without
check.
giving you what I owe.
No. Oh yeah, I
But yeah,
see it.
man,
I
I'm
see it.
glad.
I see it.
I'm glad this happening. I'm glad this happening for Crawford, and him coming to the U.S. shows that Turki Alalshikh is for real. That's what I wanted to say. His Excellency, he got the stamp from me. I ain't gonna have no problems calling that man
His Excellency, because he putting it down. If he really bring Bud to the United States and get Bud a fight in LA or Vegas for his first championship fight, a unification at that, at 154, and give Bud the money, the crazy money that he asking for, like Turki Alalshikh good in my book. He could come to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? He invited to the cookout. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's my call for now. But yeah, man, I'm hyped, man. I'm glad Crawford and his team moving like this, man. Shout out to them, man.
All right. Derek, I see your entry for the Kenichi Bear raffle. But you're mistaken. That is not your third. That would be your second entry. Your other one was March 28th, which obviously was for the March headset. This is April. So in April, you have now sent 2. Let me double check again, but you have now sent 2 with the one you just sent. Yep, Thursday and today. But we got you down. Justin says Kurbanov beat Liam Smith, but Israil bullied him. Yeah. And I watched the Liam Smith Kurbanov fight. He impressed me in that fight. You know, I was not expecting him to get that win that easily. And I only rode with him because I had interviewed him so many times. And he got it. So, yeah, that win that Israil has over Kurbanov is a decent win, man. But again, nothing on the level of a Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? We're talking about what he brings to the table, but, you know, a lot of what he does might not even show up because he's got to deal with what's coming on the other side. Chad in Canada says, good morning, TBV family. We got Troll Beta with $100. Sweden. Salute to you, champ. Did you see Benavidez' interview on Cigar Talk? He said his contract doesn't allow him to fight on other promotions. He specifically said the Saudi cards. Doesn't that mean that he can't fight Bivol or Benavidez, is what he meant to say? I seen everybody running with that on Twitter. We all know that he could do whatever he and his team agreed to. He just got to talk to his team. That's how I look at it. We got LNSS. Welcome to the prospect level. Just to double back on that, Troll Beta, remember that Wilder's over there. And I get it. People going to be like, oh, well, Wilder ain't got no deal. You know, blah, blah, blah. Yo, bruh. Al was with Jacobs. Al was with Vargas. Al's always been with fighters that go different places, man. I'm not writing that any other way than how I've always read it. RRT boxing with Mr. A, $5. I think Bud would have to I guess he meant fight inside ugly. No, I guess Bud would have to inside ugly fight him, not be caught by that leaping stuff. Hashtag Hardin. I'm telling you, he presents a lot because good footwork. He could jump in from any angle. Sometimes he switches southpaw and he jumps in with a power jab. He's interesting. He's interesting. It's gonna be interesting. And then we'll see, can Bud hurt him? You know, can he hurt Bud? It's interesting. You know, especially for a dude that isn't popular. Like, and it's almost like I feel bad at saying he's not popular. Like, how's a dude with 1 million followers not popular? But like, you know what I'm saying? He's popular in other parts of the world.
And so maybe that's part of what, you know, Turkey sees. Like, yo, he's popular over here, you know.
For real. I mean, is there another junior middleweight with 1 million followers? I don't know any junior middleweight. I mean, I can't think of none. Nobody. Maybe Berlanga comes close. Maybe he got a 500,000. What he got? Maybe I'm overhyping Berlanga's numbers. What he got? I don't know. I can't, like, with Jamel. Let me go with Jamel. Am I blocked, Jamel?
Or even go with Fundora.
Jamel ain't blocked me. He got 600. We got, let's go with, what was the next one I said? Nah,
I don't know.
Fundora ain't there, bro. But I'll do him while we think of another one. Sebastian got 68. Who else?
Zoo.
Timmy got 254. 254.
Tim don't have a million?
Nah. And I said Edgar. Edgar ain't even in that division, so I'm tripping anyway. Who else? That's it. I'm telling you, that division, yo, that's the biggest name. Wow, they got him the biggest fish. I can't think of nobody else with that name. Oh, they said Danny Garcia, but he ain't really fucking active, and he ain't really like.
And he ain't really
Bud
in
ain't
there
fighting him. Bud ain't fighting him, but he got 734,000. So he ain't there just yet, but he there.
So
Bro,
this guy has a
Daniel
million.
Jacobs only got 216,000. Like, this dude got a milli.
Yeah.
The undisputed champ only got 610.
Mm.
So yeah, man. Tim Boski, what up? Back at you.
Yo.
You.
Yeah. Apologize for the. I don't know if this my signal cut out. I'm not too sure what happened there, man. But yeah, man, it's very, very. Yo, King of Mina Essex, what's good, man?
Well,
If
go
you can
on,
hear me.
brother.
Well, go on, man. Yeah, we're just chopping up this great fight right here. You know what I'm saying to you? I hear people calling in, not JT per se, but I hear other people, Bo Rogers, saying, "Oh, you say get this money and you get an easy fight." No. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. This is not no easy fight here. We have a quality champion at 154. I've been following this man since about when he started his career. In fact, funny enough, Ness, he started his career in your city. In fact,
Yeah, no, he
against
started his career with fucking Vladimir Hernandez, which that is impressive in his own, and he stopped him. Like, no,
yeah,
the dude's legit, man. The dude's
he's
legit.
legit. He fought. I've been following him since the amateurs because he's had a plethora of amateur fights. He even fought your boy Troy Isley. Troy Isley beat him though. Troy Isley beat him. So that was an interesting matchup. Maybe that's a future matchup that we might see later on
You
down the
know what
line.
that means? Troy going in for Spawn.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
cool with Bud.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. So he has a good look. He understands about Israil Madrimov. But the only thing is he's gotten better ever since then. I would say shout out to Venom, you know what I'm saying to you. And before anything, shout out to Eddie Diaz. He's got some great if you watch that Golden Boy card, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to bring out the hardcore card, you know what I'm saying to you, but I do watch a decent amount of boxing. So, a salute to Eddie Diaz. He had about 4 fights on that card. Grant Flores, Joshua Garcia, and others. You know what I'm saying? They put on quality performances, in my opinion. But back to Madrimov, man. Madrimov, he's a very interesting character of a fighter, man. He has a blend of everything. You know what I'm saying to you? He's got that Eddie Diaz cadence. How can I put it? He's a blend of Triple G, but without a lesser jab. Triple G, a lesser jab. He's more explosive and more athletic than Triple G. But Triple G's got, I would say, he hones more basic fundamentals. You know what I'm saying to you? The footwork, the constant jab, the hammer jab. I like to say ramrod jab, but it's like Madrimov's got a hammer jab. He's very, very athletic for that weight. You know what I'm saying to you? This is going to be a difficult bout for Bud Crawford. This ain't no the walk in the park. Hell no. I'm even surprised that Bud Crawford would even take this type of fight in his career. This young boy is hungry. You know what I'm saying to you? He's in his prime right now, Israil Madrimov. I'm happy that he's taken the type of fight. Them 2 fights with Michael Soto, tough fights. He's been in there. He's faced adversity, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying to you? He was a bit disappointed with that draw against Michael Soro, but he came back and won that fight. We saw what he did with Kabanov. The guy's got Loma-esque.
No. You got it backwards, champ. You got it backwards. He knocked out Sorro and gave him a rematch, and Sorro got a draw because it was a cut in the second fight.
head cut. Okay, yeah. My apologies. Yeah, he got the headbutt there, but he was bleeding profusely from his head. You know what I'm saying to you? So that was interesting to see him make adjustments in that fight. You know what I'm saying to you? That's why I heard someone call in the other day and say Michael Sorrow. Yeah, Michael Sorrow is a solid fighter as well. From where the same place Kevin Lele Sajos
Champ,
from. You know what I'm saying
Lester
to you?
Bell,
European guy.
Home Skillet.
Oh, okay, no problem, man. Don't
I
let your
got
past haunt you guys, man.
Two-Tone, the superstar.
Salute.
Yeah, what's new, man? It's your boy Two-Tone Superstar. Please say the superstar. You're not tuning in to TBV. Yeah, man, that dude bought them followers the same way Pitbull bought his followers.
Get the fuck out of here. You wildin'.
Check the comments. It's people in there saying, great. Good job. Nice, fella. Beautiful picture. Niggas ain't
That's
talking
because
about
they just
boxing.
learned English,
Hey
man. Chill out.
yo,
Chill
I'm
out,
about to go
bro.
through the comments right now. You capping?
Go through them nigga comments, man. That shit in there looking
Yo,
musty.
so you
Is
hating because when they just learn English, they be like, it's great. It's great. Good picture. That's how
yeah.
it is. What you hating
Yeah,
for?
yeah,
Nah,
yo,
man.
he down with the triple G's, man.
Nah, he bought them followers, bro. He bought them followers. Just
Nah,
like
nah,
Pitbull bought
nah.
his.
He cut from Triple G cloth, man.
Never use medicals. I like clean sport.
He like the
I'm about
clean
to go
sport. He
to an
don't fuck
audit.
around.
What, Danny
But
got the audit, no
everybody
Danny?
posting his got fire emojis though. But like,
I'm telling you, that's them fake followers, just like them Instagram models. You ain't that bad, bitch. You don't look that good. You cool, respectfully. But Bud fans calling up here happy, just cheering.
ain't nothing wrong with this fight. Get out of here.
No, hold on, Des. Hold on, because if this was Earl, I got my ass whooped Spence, niggas would have been like, why he gotta fight Maggot Dolph?
What you
This
mean?
is
He
out.
getting a title shot.
Nah,
If this
man.
was Earl be getting a title shot. What we talking about?
Nah, man, the Bud fans would be mad. They'll be like, nigga, we need a rematch. Even though we said we didn't need a rematch, but now we need the rematch. Them niggas is emotional, respectfully. Also, before I leave, I wanna ask Ness and King, I mean this question. I want y'all to answer this question. Terence Bud Crawford knocked out everybody at 147. He's exciting. Gervonta Tank Davis knocking people out. How come Tank is more popular than Terence Bud Crawford? I don't get it.
I mean, he got
Terence
the
Crawford
backing,
knocked
bro.
niggas out.
Listen, it's different to have Mayweather give you the in to that, social world that Tank is now plugged with. Like, come on, man. Like look at all the dudes that he be with. Like, I don't even know the designer, but Danny had corrected me. I thought it was like Louis Vuitton. Danny told me it was another very popular designer that Tank was just taking pictures with. Like, that Mayweather connection is just, Crawford needed that, man. But listen, think about this, yo. How ironic is it that both dudes that Mayweather tried to sign both need, essentially, they don't need them, but we look now in retrospect, it's like, damn, if they would have signed to Mayweather, Shakur and Bud would be, they would be household names, because Mayweather's not gonna say your style ain't pleasing. He's gonna push you. Mayweather's gonna say you the southpaw version of him. Mayweather's gonna say that Crawford, because I'm talking about southpaw version of him being Shakur, but then when he talk about Crawford, he like, nah, this guy's gonna break my record. This guy's gonna be 50, like he ain't got that. He ain't take that route, my dude. I wish he would have took that route. And again, that's me also dreaming that Mayweather is the right promoter, because he still hasn't said Tank is going to break his record. But again, I'm just giving Mayweather some promotional talking points had he signed those two individuals.
That's why after this fight, Devin Haney needs to take the every GOAT has went over there. Canelo, even Terence was over there. It's time for Devin to take his throne and slither up over there to the PBC. It's time. It's time. It's time. All right, man, I'm out.
You the man. Kerry G. Gowder.
Kerry G, I'm mute.
Hello?
We hear you.
Hello. Word. So, yeah, I gotcha. The Cigar Talk interview with Dave Benavidez, while he said that, his promotional contract was not lined up for him to do stuff like that, he immediately said after that, they understand the money and, the whole Saudi deal, and he said that they would let me do it. just like all these other promoters. I don't think there's any promoter in the world except for weirdly Oscar De La Hoya who's gonna turn down the gold, but the Golden Boy don't want it from Saudi. But like, yeah, he did say that they would let him, so there's no worry about that. Al
No,
Heyman's
of
like his
course, bro.
advisor.
Listen, that's why, like I said, you got to be careful who you follow on Twitter. These dudes just want to see people mad,
They cut up the sound bites
yep,
how they need him to be.
yep.
Because it's just like, bro, if Al Heyman is like his advisor too, I think. So why would he not want his little whatever percent
Exactly.
of some Saudi
The
money?
promoter is Samson, which by the way doesn't even have a television network and does what Al
Why wouldn't
says.
why wouldn't he want to bring belts over to his stable when he knows that? Like, it's not like he's gonna be like, oh, I'm kind of worried about Tank going over there, Wilder going over there, Spence going over there. Benavidez is basically a Crawford type dude. The fuck you be worried about? So yeah, go ahead. You want my dude over there? Sure, buddy. I don't think you want that. So it's like there's not many more safe bets for Al Heyman to take on sending someone over. So I don't think that's a worry. And also, I love the fight for Terence because I'm not a name guy. I've like always since I started watching boxing when I started playing fighting games, and so it's always been to me that when I was a little kid that like I like attributes, styles, and styles make fights basically. But like I don't think because of losses, your attributes can't fuck someone up on any given day if they're prone to that weakness. So I think it's gonna be a good fight. I will say that I don't know. I always forget. I can't pronounce those names. But the dudes from the stand countries, I love watching them because they're so fundamental with it, and but they apply those fundamentals forward. They're not on back foots at all. And I'm a fan of the boxers over the punchers, but I just love how fundamental like those fighters are. They like turning rocks, man. They don't even be hitting punching bags, man. They just be hitting boulders and stuff. Whenever you watch these training videos, they're crazy. But I think it's a great fight for Terence. Get that belt. Maybe in 2 fights, 3 fights, if he kind of bend the knee a little bit and sign a PBC, he could be undisputed again over there. I'd really dig that whole deal. And also that's how comments be for foreigners, man. Especially foreigners from countries that are really stern. They don't actually be like doing like, oh my god, you looking bad, motherfucker. Like, nah, they're very, very respectful, very stern. So I could totally see that. And stand countries have gotten a lot of buzz and publicity in that shit. So, I could see them gathering around behind their fighters. But thanks, guys. Join the show.
All right, appreciate you, man. Right now we are at 205,954,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. I'm trying to get to that long-awaited goal of 1 million, but every subscriber counts. We got Rocky Rodriguez, member for 13 months on that champ level, says if Masvidal has a good chin, it's gonna be a long night for Bud. Modern King Boxing, $2 super sticker. Shout out to you with a thumbs up. And Derek Lincoln with the $2 says, I just sent Ness Thursday, Friday, and today. Homie, you gonna need Thursday. I see that. Ooh, you ain't lying. Friday, I see that. You ain't lying. Let me write you then. Okay. You homie, you was right. Good thing you doubled up. Majid, what up?
Yo.
You.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon accounts. I feel like if this news is right, real motherfucking, that's what's up, because that Zoo fucking Pandora winner, he had Earl Spence, coming all bloated and shit, hopping lines and all of that fun shit. People was vouching for it. I heard another caller say some shit, 2-3 fights signed with PBC. PBC ain't gonna want that nigga, period. He said that he got 2 more fights, then he out of this game. They don't want that nigga fighting out one of the champions so he could get the belt, retire, vacate that shit. So take that motherfucking Saudi money or panhandle to whoever the fuck you gotta get your money from to get your money, because these dudes is hopping lines, okay and shit, and all of that bullshit. So get that shit while it's there, because if you wait for us fans to say when the right time to do this and do that, you gonna be right on that motherfucking bench, bro. So shout out to Hopeful Good News and all those line skippers, you know what I'm saying, them half torn fish. Y'all go do y'all thing too. Our collective gonna have to use a new eye to get in a new fight. Man, fuck all that shit. Shout out to Bud, the water walker shit. I'm out.
All right, all right, all right. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. We going out to Drew. You was about to say something?
Yeah, before you go to Drew, man, I gotta cut out of here Saturday.
You the
Shout
man.
out to TBV. Listen, everybody tune into that Richardson Hitchens Gustavo Limos fight, because on the undercard, Sky Nicholson, she's going for that full WBC title against what's Shorty's name? Sarah Mahfoud, 14-1. Her only loss is to Amanda Serrano. You're gonna want to tune in. So Nicholson looks strong. I don't know if she's going for the knockout, but she's a smooth boxer. So tune in. King Amin of Essex 1 on IG, King Amin of Essex 1 on Twitter, and the championship rounds on YouTube. I'm out. Salute, Skip.
All right. We're gonna keep the lines moving, and I am aiming for the fight chat, man. So hopefully the shit don't take forever. You know how these fights be, man. Hopefully Matchroom runs a nice quick ship and ain't nobody sleepy and tired. You feel me? Being on the East ain't the easiest. Um but let me see who's next. Oh, excuse me, Drew, go.
Oh, yo, morning, Ness.
What up with
Man,
you?
oh, I'm loving the reaction people are having, downplaying this fight. We want Crawford to move like the other guys. Inoue stepped up, fought a champion. Dev stepped up next division, fought a champion. Canelo went up to 75, fought the champion. I don't see a problem with this fight. Do you?
Mm-mm. I like it. Very good style
I like
matchup.
it.
This guy's gonna be interesting. Very good
It's gonna be
footwork.
interesting.
Not good
He's not there to
footwork,
late.
like just something that we haven't seen Crawford fight someone that moves like that, or with this
Yeah,
level of power. This amateur background. He's a decent opponent.
yeah. No, I didn't want no Erickson Lube. This is a good fight. It's a good test to get acclimated to 54. It's a champion that's not going to come to lay down. That's not going to be just happy to share the ring with somebody. He's trying to keep that fucking belt, and it shows Crawford just like, okay, I'm on to the next biggest fight, bro. I want champions. I want the best guy in the division or whoever has a belt. I don't see a problem with this fight. I don't know why people are downplaying this fight. We got Two-Tone the Superstar making excuses for Plug City, saying he bought his followers, but he got more followers than David Benavidez. It's crazy, yo. I don't get why when all I want Crawford to do is fight the best champions available if he can't get the Canelo fight or if he couldn't get the Tim Tszyu fight. So it's a good step move, and you already see the landscape. This is a WBA, right?
Yep, super
So
full
the
title.
Super WBA. So the winner, it will be the Mando for Virgil after this Delorme bullshit.
Hmm.
So when Virgil will be the
The
Mando, okay.
question is Virgil gonna take it though? That is the
Oh, we already
question.
seen him maneuver around the WBO at 47 when it was Crawford. So we'll see. But I like the fight. It'll be an interesting style matchup. Crawford should be the favorite, but it's not no mismatch by any stretch at all. What I've seen people saying in the comments and just the reaction to it. I like this fight, and we should get a good one. That's my call.
All right, champ. And looks like we got C Dub. What up? C Dub. Stone Bone. Stone Bone, what up?
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My Discord wasn't working, man. I was like, oh, I gotta get on here. I have to go. I ain't never had Twitter or nothing, man. I said, let me go download this Twitter Spaces or whatever X Spaces, whatever it's called. Yeah, man, just to laugh at some of these guys telling dudes, hey, go turn down a multi-million-dollar payday and a unification bout, because it might not be time for you, like you might get it, hey, turn down that
Wait,
hundred
wait,
thousand
wait,
dollar
wait,
job.
wait, wait. What you mean unification? What you know that we don't know?
Oh, he finna be. Oh, never mind. That's finna be a unification bout, man. It's written on the walls. Sebastian about to vacate. From my understanding, this finna be a unification bout that's gonna happen somewhere here in the states. You know what I mean? So expect some big news on all fronts if this do get done. So I'm expecting it to get done, and yeah, this gonna be a unification bout, man. So Sebastian gonna be out till November. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to really come to no type of deal. There's some deals on the table that they ain't really trying to play with. So the WBO gonna make him. It'll be nice. He'll nicely vacate it, saying that he ain't gonna be able to fight in time. But by the time they announce this fight, it'll be a unification bout, just like Tim Tszyu and Sebastian end up being. But Madrimov is the champ. He already is the champ. So he'll be defending his belt in a unification bout against the number one pound for pound. And JT, what do you mean don't take the fight? Like, yes, turn down that $150,000 job and keep working at your $50,000 job because you might get another $150,000 job offer. Don't even look at it. Don't entertain it. You ain't ready yet, Ness. Like, this is a 29-year-old champion that now they're telling him, hey, go take $100,000 and defend your title against nobody, or you want to go get a multi-million-dollar payday fighting Terence Crawford. That's a simple choice. He's a good fighter, good feet, good power, decent speed. He's a little wide at times. He get excited. You see him throw wide shots. He sometimes misses and do a little windmill. So I expect him to catch a body shot to the throat, uppercut to the neck, and sit him down. So good fight. He'll last about 8-9 rounds, and he'll be dispatched of. And we looking for the unification at 47. I mean at 54. So let's go.
All right, all right. C Dub trying you again. C Dub. All right. LNSS. LS. All right, we're gonna go to Charles.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's going down with you, man? Appreciate the Saturday morning work. Um, I love this fight. I don't like it. I love it. I love it for Crawford because he's moving up in weight. This guy is a legit fighter. I love this guy. But I also think for Crawford moving forward, it would be good for him to align himself with Turki Alalshikh. And I think Turki Alalshikh can help him get the fights that he can't get. I think PBC is going to starve him out unless he decides to reconnect with the company. So I think outside of PBC, there's nothing else for Crawford, nowhere else for Crawford to go but to go to a promoter like Turki Alalshikh. Um, I like the fight. I definitely hope that the fight. I'm kind of tossed up in between whether it should be a home fight or a Vegas fight. What I mean by home is maybe they go to Omaha. I don't know. But Ness, let me ask you this: if this fight does manifest, where would you like to see the fight take place?
Vegas or Omaha. I mean, he beat the
So you
big
riding
fish,
with?
man. He deserved to go back home, even though he ain't got all the belts. Like, he deserved to go back home and show off what he did. What is it called? The fruits of his labor, right? Like, he
Right.
deserved to give one back to his people. I don't know, this the one, right? I mean, it is the one because what better place for you? Like, where can you guarantee a sellout in Omaha? Is it a sellout in
Exactly.
Vegas? I mean,
Maybe, I don't
Israel
know.
Israel got 1 million followers, so I don't know who's following him, and I don't know what type of following he got. Uh, so they could sell out Vegas. I'm not saying they cannot. I'm saying for me, I feel like Omaha's guaranteed though.
Right, and that's why I named it Omaha as one of my two choices because of following that Earl Spence um, beatdown that he did with Spence. I think he deserves a home fight. Um, but I like it. I like it because, again, mainly because the competition. I like the guy, and I like the fact that he can align himself with Turki Alalshikh because I think Terrence is going to need that unless he decides to go back to PBC. Uh, but I think Terrence needs that, and I think Terrence does need the campaign at 154 just to keep adding to his legacy. But that's all I got, Ness, man. I appreciate you taking my call and appreciate you, putting in that work on Saturday. Ness, and I didn't hear it. Are you doing a fight chat for tonight
That
for
is
the
my
Haitian
intention, man. That
jiu-jitsu?
is my intention. And I'm trying to, because I'm certainly going to watch that. I've already told my daughter that I can't do nothing tonight because of these. I want to watch them live. It's never as fun going back and watching it, bro. So
Exactly,
I usually
exactly,
don't
exactly.
even go back and watch it. Like, it was pulling teeth this morning to watch Tito Mercado.
Yeah,
Them
yeah.
3 rounds was brutal, man. They need to stop giving Barrios fights, man. He fights the same way. He just a sparring partner, go in there, keep his hands up, and let you just beat on him and beat on him. He try to open up occasionally. That shit's just a waste of everybody's goddamn time, man. So yeah, if you don't watch it live,
I agree with
I usually miss it, man. So I'm trying to be on top of this one today. It's a good fight too. I want to
All
see
right,
what
well, good.
Hitchens does, how good he looks. He been talking crazy too, so it would be good for him to become another player. You got guys
Yeah,
like
I like
Eddie.
hitches, man.
Yeah, me
Right.
too.
I
Me
like
too.
hitches, and I want to see if he can be something at 140. I think he's got a lot. He
Exactly.
lacks in power, but I'll see. I'll see. But all right, Ness, I hang up. Appreciate you, brother.
You the man. Yeah, I mean, you got Eddie out here promoting for you. Saying you on the level of Shakur and Devin, so that's getting you the attention. And I love Eddie as a promoter because he does those type of things. Like, look at him. He already talking about, oh no, the fight I want next for Matias is Isak. Man, he be knowing. I swear. He always mention a PBC name. Like, like, come on. Like, what fighter did Eddie get a PBC fighter for? Like, like, I don't want him to stop trying. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna get excited about him saying Matias and Isak because it's more about PBC. Now, what he said about that situation, it is believable. He's like, look, PBC got less dates nowadays. They might be more willing, but I feel like Isak is such a commodity for them. They've built him up where he's almost ready to be on pay-per-view without anyone. Now, don't get me wrong. Motherfucker, if they know anything about boxing, Matias versus Isak is a pay-per-view. That is a pay-per-view. Bet that. Stamp that. It's a pay-per-view. But do they want to share that shit? You know what I'm saying? Do they want to share that shit? They be on that bullshit. C-Dub for the third time.
Yo, hot audio.
What up?
Straight, that's what's up, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself. Shout out Ness, working hard. I think King got me and gone, but shout out to him, man, keeping women's boxing in the minds. and keeping it at the forefront, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, man. Another day, great boxing. Yesterday, I was able to hit, even on the hardcore shit, with Perez, Brandon, and my boy Machado. He got the KO for me and shit. Appreciate you, Ness. You put him on. You put him as prospect of the year. I think you started that. That you started that nomination and got the ball rolling on getting his name out there and letting them know the incredible talent that he is. And yeah, so I was able to win a little money last night, hoping to keep it going on the boxing, man, today. Hopefully, I don't know if Hitch is going to get the knockout or the decision. Usually, he's a decision monster. So I'm going to look a little bit more at his opponent to see what I'm going to pick there. I think I'm going to go with Sky decision, even though she like destroyed a lot of people parlays and got maybe some death wishes or something when she didn't go decision and got the knockout. But hopefully, man, she go back to what she normally do, what women normally do, and she get the decision. I just take Sky. Man, okay. I gave the hardcore boxing talk. Now Bud, man, Bud, he gonna be on BLK. Is it gonna be on BLK with Madrimov looking like? And
Nah,
I think
the zone, Matchroom
okay,
promoted.
okay,
Turki Alalshikh
okay.
back. Omaha,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Omaha, Nebraska on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get
Bringing
it.
them straps
Let's get it.
back to Omaha. You know what I'm
We
saying?
need to
As
do a
a
victory lap. Do a
victory
victory lap.
lap. But it ain't really a
You
victory
need.
lap. This is a dangerous fight.
It's a dangerous fight. Okay, yeah, because I saw he beat um Soto, right?
Soro.
Uh,
By knockout
Soro.
in the ninth.
Yeah, beat Soro. Soro was top 10, 154 in Ring Magazine.
For a long time. He
That was
been
one
top 10.
for
He been up there for a while. He been fighting for a
for a
while,
while.
Soro.
For a while, man. So yeah, it's a tough fight. He moving up in the division, but is a top 10 fighter of this decade, maybe top 10, maybe top 15. He could just keep adding on to his legacy, man, and maybe he end up being top 5 ever. So it's a shame if we don't see him finish like we would like even me being a Spence fan. I don't know about the other haters, but you want to see champions kind of finish out on top if they can. And I would like to see Bud finish out with some great fights, man. So hopefully after this Madrimov, we can get it going to a bigger name, a name fight, and he continue to increase his legacy doing getting the belts. But yeah, we just hoping that maybe after this he can get a Jamel. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't think he's still going for Canelo. I'm not sure his path or his goals now or where he wants the end goal to be, but it is interesting. So I'm glad to know that it's looking like the zone of Matchroom, Turki Alalshikh getting the game. And but if it was on BLK, he could bring BLK Prime back and put them back on the map and just continue to bring players into the boxing game, man. Shout out boxing, shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself.
Talking about bring BLK back. You think you slick, man. Y'all funny, man. Kerry G counter.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey. So also tonight, that Pacheco and Hitchens, two of my favorite fighters right now. Super excited about that. Yeah, I think they actually really similar, just except that Pacheco is just more aggressive and has more power. But I think Hitchens might get power when he moves up. I think it's another case of you trying to focus and put so much work in to get to the top of the mountain in one division. I think his skills might translate at a higher weight class really nicely, and he'd probably gain a little bit more pop. Like Devin, get a little more pop up in there. But definitely, really, and the Sean McCalman, I don't
But
know what to
Hitchens
make of him
isn't
necessarily.
Hitchens ain't
Go on.
moving up.
No, I know he's not moving up. I'm saying I was just saying that I think when he eventually moves up, he might have a little Devin effect for
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's been working at that weight class for so long. Like, look at we have this string of young fighters who aren't getting much credit from the older generation. But when we look at it, we got a lot of these young fighters out here who are at the top right now, who are putting work in their singular divisions. I think that goes a lot unnoticed. We bring it up, but it goes unnoticed to the fact of like greatness for them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's really cool. And I think that and the same thing that happened with Devin. I think that he established some more with like being, because he has such a great frame for that that little area of weight class. Like you could get to like 160 nicely and not be super crazy, not running into too many Fundoras, you know. And shout out to fucking Jason Maloney. He agrees with me. Tim Zoo's team failed him. I don't hear that stuff. He saw that real, but I think that it'll be a really cool fight to see with Limos. Like I said, like everyone's always concerned with names and stuff. I think that's why Spence and people like Tank get like painted themselves in a corner with that when they don't like focus on some sports stuff. The same reason why, like with Bud, with this, I'm happy with this fight because he's just a quiet dude from Nebraska. You know what I mean? Just obviously Tank's gonna be more popular, even though they're knocking people out at almost the same rate. You know, but like he did what I like, which is like he focused on the sport aspect, and you know, it turned out in the long run he would be like kind of wrong about it. You know, like he's like he wanted to get like those belts, and like you know they equal like the accomplishment and the acclaim because people held belts in the past and they were accomplished and acclaimed. It's just that as it got more organized, it got a little bit weird. Where it's like now like you separate the draws and like the greats who had belts and had names from names going after belts. But I you know keeps that structure with the sport. But I'm definitely excited for the fights tonight. I really, really want to see what this Sean, the dude that's going up against Pacheco looks like, because he looks kind of like he has those shades of athleticism because he was a quarterback and stuff. But like, Pacheco just seems so like that like kind shit on the outside, and then get in the ring. It's just like what the fuck. Garcia make monsters.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, Kerry G, in the place to be. Um, we got. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's gonna help with the visibility. Al in the Bay, trying you yet again. What is up? If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up so we can open up that live chat. Once we get to that magic number, we will open it up.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up?
In the Bay Area.
Yeah. Bay Area on the map. Yeah. Um, man. Like I said, man, I like this fight. Um, I was telling the same thing, but should just go grab that WBA or that I think it's the WBA, and then double back for the other two belts. Um, I think that's a perfect good move. Um, you know, he got Turkey Alalshikh, so he got the money behind him. You know, the money machine, and with this is gonna make a good move. You know, um, you partner up with the right person. You know, somebody who's going to push the fights that he wants and not try to force him to fight some fights that he don't want. Because Turkey is kind of like us. All he want to do is see the good fights. You know, all he want to do is push out the good fights. You know, he ain't trying to be gang banging with this promotion and that promotion. You know, so yeah, man. I think I think if it goes well, I think Bud can actually be Turkey Al-Sheikh's fighter. You know, and Turkey Al-Sheikh start his own little promotional thing where he has his own fighters. And Bud can be that stable. The only reason Bud is not popular as Tank is because he was never pushed to be that man. You know, he was never pushed to be that dude. Top Rank never pushed him to be the man. They never put his face on the billboard to be the man of Top Rank. When he went PVC, even though he won all the belts, they never pushed to put his name on the billboard, as the face of PVC. So that's why he never got the accolades that he deserved. And it's a shame because you got boxing, and you got the business. He's great at the boxing, but you know, I'm not saying he's lacking in the business, but the business don't respect him as the boxing does, and that's where he falls into that crack where he's not given the accolades that he deserves, but he's doing the work. So, yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's my thought,
I
man.
disagree, man. If this all comes to fruition, it just shows that he is the one, the chosen one, the one that Alalshikh chose to do his first U.S. show, as is being reported. That would show that he's doing the right business. That this was a good business decision. If you can bring a fight of this magnitude to your hometown and get paid Alalshikh money, I mean, you've officially got that off. Tell the truth. That's his screen name. Tell the truth. While we waiting for him to connect, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. You got to unmute.
Yo, Ness, what's up, man? It's your boy Tell the Truth, and I'm back again to tell the truth. I think this is a absolute great business decision by Bud Crawford. I think he should go up to 154, unify with the boy Madrimov, if I'm saying his name correct, and Josh Kelly. And if the PBC boys wants to play ball and get undisputed, then he could get undisputed at 154. But I think what might be an even better fight if Jamel Charlo does his thing at 160 and collects a lot of the belts there, because I think he'll wash the competition away at 160. And then Bud can go move up in his fifth weight division and then collect at least two belts there. So at the end of the day, this is a motivation for all the boxers coming up in the world right now. That if they try to block you, if they try to blackball you, all you have to do is do that smart business decision, and opportunities will open. But thanks for having me on this, and looking forward to hear your thoughts.
Appreciate you, champ. Let's see here. We got RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5. It would be funny if Bud was the sacrifice for Turkey. Like you said, Mr. 475 is 1 million popular over there. Okay, okay. So basically, you saying that Alalshikh is paying to get Bud in the ring to sacrifice. I mean, not sacrifice, but paying Bud to build his uh Muslim brother's resume, essentially. I mean, that's how it worked. You know, that's how it worked. Like Dev has been trying to do that. It's always like that. If you can present the eight, look at what's his name, David. He just tried that with Turkey. If you can present the A side with with the amount of money necessary, they gonna fight you. JXV $2. David Benavidez' team gonna ask for TV rights at 175 and Saudi. Oh man, you really don't like David. All his super chats have been lately David Benavidez. This is Leonard Sterling, 5 pounder. Leonard, you really need to become a member. You could have just became a member. You too, JXV. What the fuck? Y'all could have just became members for the price of that. And still set a free chat. Uzbek wins for their country. They people follow them. 1 million followers, not unusual. Jalalov has 1.9 million. Gayasov has 2.8 million. A Kazakh female boxer, Lukas, has 2.2 million. Well, god damn. That's a lot. I'd love to have Leonard Sterling on the panel, Alex, at the same time. You know, those two guys know they shit. Him specifically for his UK, obviously. Obviously. I think we got Davidian. What is going on?
In Jesus' name.
What's good, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Nah, I'm excited to see the fights tonight. I want to see my man, Africa Hitchinson. Diego Pacheco is another one that I like. Um, he gonna be in a tough one, but I think he gonna get the job done. And as for Bud, whatever Bud wants to do, I just want to see him in the ring. So shit, whatever he wants to do, I'm all in. I just want to see him, whether he in his hometown or Vegas. So, but I ain't got too much to say. Just God bless y'all. That's my call. I'm out.
All right. Damn, Cool Clay and and Bakram fight today? That's crazy. Holy shit. That is crazy. Who's got the TV rights on that? This is what I'm saying, bro. It's fucking ass. Alex Vega, DM me. I know you know. All right, that looks like everybody in SGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Tonight, we're doing a live fight chat. It says it starts at 8 p.m. I'm pretty sure there's a before the bell. I'm trying to see what fights are possibly on there before the bell. I guess it could be the Mark Castro if that doesn't make the television, and Harley Medeiros and Steven Navarro, excuse me, probably on the before the bell, and then the live 8 p.m. I'm assuming is gonna be Sky, Yafa, Pacheco, and then Hitchens. Let me see here. But yes, that is everyone to the next one. Arrivederci.